we know based on what we are looking at and observing is that none of it makes sense. Because I seen dude up there for 3 minutes. I seen him do way too much that he shouldn't have been allowed to do to get anywhere near a former president who has Secret Service. I seen the Secret Service, and the minute I saw them, my mind said WWF, right?
Yeah.
WWF. And the theme now is Hard to Kill versus Walking Dead.
Red and blue purple like Prince. Red and blue purple like Prince.
Get into some more recent, things that's been happening.
Yes.
Post-election, we had
post-election, post-debate. You mean?
I mean, yeah, post-debate.
Yes, sir.
Post-debate, we get Trump making a speech. I believe in PA. And
yeah, Butler, PA's Butler.
And some shots rang off. And Trump gets shot in the air, assassination attempt.
You're right there.
The internet started.
Well, I mean,
crazy.
let's not say that he got shot in the air. Let's say that
he got
his ear was injured.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. His ear was injured.
I mean, because we didn't see if he got shot in the ear. We just saw that the ear was bleeding.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I mean, when I say that, I'm saying headlines. Headlines go crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what they're like saying in these headlines.
Yeah, of course.
You know
It's salacious headlines. It's gonna sell news, and this is probably one of the most important days in ever that will go down in time. It's past us now. We think it's behind us, but it will be one of those moments in time that things changed. And I think that that's the moment in time that his presidency was solidified as long as he could remain alive to get to the finish line. It's a wrap. He's coming with a tsunami. It's going to be a flood. They're willing to forgive all sins because he escaped death. Again, I've told you on many occasions on this program that they were doing the Making of a Messiah program with him. That this is bigger than elections. This is bigger than a political party or a candidate. He is a cult figure, right? He's a cult figure. They are a cult. And the quote-unquote religious right, which are the evangelicals or the neocons, they're framing him as their Jesus, and they are preparing their flock and their progeny for a crusade or a purging. So every purge movie that you've seen, that's what Project 2025. For the most part, like, that's the roots of how this shit look. They need to do a purging, a removal. They say these people are the undesirables. So I'm not going to get into all of the politics of it, you know what I'm saying? But we know based on what we are looking at and observing is that none of this shit makes sense. Because I seen dude up there for 3 minutes. I seen him do way too much that he shouldn't have been allowed to do to get anywhere near a former president who has Secret Service. I seen the Secret Service, and the minute I saw them, my mind said WWF, right?
Yeah.
WWF. And the theme now is Hard to Kill versus Walking Dead. It's not even an option. Hard to Kill versus Walking Dead. So he got his Teflon vest back on some Zelda shit, on some video game shit. Bing, bing, bing. They took his Teflon vest for him with the convictions. He wasn't Teflon no more because New York, you know who the Teflon is. And some was skipping like he was Teflon. He caught more F's on his vest than the motherfucking Fendi vest. And then he dodged that. They gave him impunity and immunity as a Roman emperor on the first day, July 1st, the day after we did win in Rome. They made him Julius Caesar on the first day of Julius Caesar, which was July 1st, the first day of the Jason months. One day after win in Rome, me, Red, Vicky laid the whole game out. Prophecy manifest less than 24 hours. That's the day also that the Hannibal 2 lecture, the Gladiator 2 trailer came out, and they announced what's the brother's name? Denzel Washington as, you know, the Moorish, quote unquote, Roman general or what have you. But all of that,
he's trying to take down Rome.
Yeah, take down
the trailer.
Yeah, all that shit we was just talking about just manifests that quick. But niggas be caught up in, they love like reality shows, or they love fictional shit. They love fantasy, right? But you put that shit right in front of their face and they run from it every single time. Niggas want to see this shit behind a filter and behind a screen, but they don't want to experience in real time the supreme, the divine Elohim, the real kind, right? Not that shit that be filthy on your screen. This ain't Nature Boy.
You know, some people might be offended at the notion that people, like, I saw people were offended that the notion that people were saying it's fake, Plies saying it's fake, and all these people.
I mean, again, I didn't say it was fake. I said that it could go either way. It looked staged and it looked fake. And I mean, staged and fake, there's two different things.
Okay. Or it's staged. I'll say staged.
Like they looked like there was some collusion. If they lined them up, it looked like a lineup. You know what I'm saying? But then it also looked like, yo, this was collusion or lineup. Like maybe they, you know, on some Lee Harvey, double triple agent. He think he doing one thing. Somebody lines him up. They working as a double agent. He serves two purposes and gets clipped as the patsy, not knowing what the fuck happened. What I'm saying is that why would they get somebody if it was staged? Then why? Right? Why not finish the job? A bad shot, like all of the odds that it would take for him to do what he did and get to where he got, you had to have been like, that's too crazy to plan for. Who's gonna walk through that gauntlet or that course and get this far to be able to set up shop? Like Son set this shit up like you was setting tripods up.
Yeah. People
he had the bag, yeah. Son walked up, he had the rifle on his back. Son set the shit up, got the scope ready, did the cleaning, did the test shot, and then went to shoot. And this nigga still was on stage, and then after they shot at him, Secret Service stands him up. He should not be able to get a fist up with his face out and his head showing.
Yeah.
Why did they not put a cover on him and drag him up out of here?
Yeah.
He was not supposed to stand back up. That was fake. Or they just doing ragtag shit, and we in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, what the fuck
because
is going
none
on?
of that shit looked like it made sense.
Yeah,
none of it.
None of it.
After he got shot, the people were still sitting down behind him. Like, I'm like, what is this
Where's
nigga going to go into part 2 of the speech? They was just shooting. Like, niggas get the fuck out of concerts and Urban Hall and Plaza.
Yeah,
these niggas were still sitting down behind them. None of it made sense.
That's what I'm saying.
It was 44. The day equaled 44, and it was 44 days after he caught them F's on his vest.
Wow.
In New York. It all adds up. And he is, once again, he is the 44th president because prior to him, Grover Cleveland served 2 terms, President 22 and President 24, just like Trump is trying to serve 2 terms as President 45 and President 47. But he's the 44th physical butt to sit in the seat because Grover's butt sat twice. Do you get it? And if you don't, 100%. Rewind this shit. Slow it down, do the math. It's not no motherfucking Terrence Howard quality shit.
He's the fourth human to have been president.
Yes.
Period. Yeah.
Period. Yeah. So he's a 44 shadow of the 44 who rode the back of the 44 to get in there by becoming a birther first. First he was a birther, which was a conspiracy contingency that was centered around the fact that they were saying that Obama was born in Kenya and they faked the birth certificate. And then they uploaded that shit, and all of the Photoshop niggas was like, that shit is doctored as fuck. And then the tragedy happened either that day or the next day, I forget which one. And they scraped that shit out the news. You ain't ever hear from it. I think they killed Osama or some shit. They quiet that shit up. They pulled one of them cards. Yeah. It's like, pull something out the motherfucking, pull it out the deck, nigga. Where's the Illuminati deck? And they shut niggas up, and niggas, they minds go this way and that way. But I've been in media since 2001, so my job has always been to look for patterns. My job has always been to file and catalog and understand the continuum of stories. My job is always to research. So I've had enough time to research thousands and thousands of hours of data, and then my mind is open to trillions of years of information. And then I just read a book for confirmation of information that I'm already awakened to the fact that, nigga, I read this shit, I wrote this shit, I lived this shit many lifetimes. So you're not dealing with somebody who's like confused as to what the fuck is going on. I've been telling this consistent story, walking this walk, and it will be shown and documented now that KTL Plus can, you know, properly put this timeline in perspective for the more of 30 years. So I get here and you think that I don't know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at this shit. But I'm saying this shit is deep because it deals with still the making of a Messiah. He is their Messiah. And he has an aspect, you would have to say he has, you know, he's antichrist. Like, he has a messianic force, but the shit it's a dark force. He's a dark Sith. But, goddamn, whatever juju they using, whatever motherfucking elbows that they're giving to bring his shit into fruition, he keep on hitting. He like the Energizer buddy. He don't quit. His momentum is crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what do you think about the momentum behind him doing that? You know, he went super viral. He's on everything, T-shirts with the blood in the air, fist in the air. They done froze that moment in time.
That's an iconic moment. Let me be clear. Like I said, he's jacking black male masculinity by utilizing one of the motifs that's identified with blackness, and we don't even understand that I just said, because we're symbol illiterate, and we don't understand marketing. We don't understand what Western male psychology is. He jacked masculinity by eclipsing blackness on a Saturn day, right? By taking the motif, which was often associated with us, so much so that it went on top of afros. Now it will be Donald Trump with blood on his ear. You cannot contest that. Who's the biggest gangster in that picture? Who's guarding harder? Whose story is more compelling? Who do they care more about in the now? Because this shit has to be renewed for tomorrow and refreshed like your page. Niggas is not refreshing that page tomorrow. They refreshing Donald Trump's more. So he eclipses black male masculinity and the symbolism of it, right? Whether they set the shit up or not. Give me a second. Let me see what the parallel line was at where they did this ritual. Because if it's the 40-degree parallel line, it's, you know, y'all need to do push-ups. Because the version of the nigga that you fucking with, you have no idea. These niggas is working that grid magic and tapping in. They tapping in, you know. They using some aspect of a divine force for like divine protection and intervention. You can't say that this nigga don't got a Teflon energy, right? And just as I suspected, yeah, they got niggas boxed in.
34 felonies, all types of shit.
40-degree parallel line. It's a wrap. Now, this follow-up in this video, because I'm saying something that's metaphysical and esoteric, and very few people are students of this level of information. So we're going to get Ross Ben on this channel, and Ross Ben has a whole series on the 40 parallel line.
And that's like a pentagon, right? The shape, that's like a pentagon.
Nah, this isn't, like I said, they got niggas boxed in. This is a square.
Well, got 5 sides.
We're gonna bring, like I said, I'm gonna bring Ross Ben on to really explain what this is and what it means. It's deep, but I'm saying that they performed a ritual there that will never be undone. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you hear about the first shot was fired in the Civil War over there, or
John F. Kennedy getting his
shit. You know, this is a monumental moment in time that's going to change everything. He just has to live to see it through. You feel me? And again, he's moving with an energy on him like he working some motherfucking juju or something, because these men are campaigning, so they on the road every day as well. We're not talking about the pressure that goes on their body to keep the bullshit up. They're so committed that they still showing up to the party for the dance every day. Yeah. Faked or not, this is still Republican National Convention. If the niggas was acting, this is a 79-year-old man that was willing to put that level of weight on his shoulder. Like a nigga, for me to go to the gym, I can respect that. On some wrestling shit, is like, you put that theater together, that you let niggas shoot near your ear and jump on you, and you was gonna get up and throw a fist, and you landed them shit picture perfect. Dude, I want you to be president more than this nigga.
Niggas is rocking the ear patch now. Like,
right? I want you to be president more than this nigga, but we still gotta fight. Yeah. Right? So out of the two of y'all, it's you. All right, I'm gonna go do my push-ups, but you're gonna have to see me throughout the 4 years, because we're not gonna be silent. We are the black Republicans, and we'll be talking to the white Republicans on behalf of black people. So whatever Joker gets in there, he got to see us. And that should be the standard. Right? They not like us. Either one of them. Fuck both of them. Honestly, truthfully. But politically, y'all niggas know that you're going to have to come to the table, and we're able to do what we put on the table, which is establish a run for the hearts and the minds of our people, to be their representative in their tongue, because they don't speak these people's language. Obviously, they don't know how to read policies. They don't understand the connection politically to how these systems are repetitions